Hello again, folks, and welcome back to more fun in Railroader. Angry here on the Blue Ridge and Western, and it's still night, but we need to keep some of the trains rolling because we have things that need to get delivered. So let's hop back in number 2 here. Number 1 is just coming down from the mountain after delivering some more of that sweet, sweet cars for logs. Meanwhile, in the yard behind us here, we do have some cars that we need to start dropping off here, so we're going to go ahead and take care of that. This engine does at some point need to go in for a little bit of a fix, but it's in pretty good shape overall. The one that's going to need the love is going to be number 1. Number 1 is not doing so hot. It still hasn't been fixed up from the original day of start here, so we'll get that hopefully worked on while we do some more of the freight deliveries here. Reminder, we are only on day 2, I believe. We still are trying to get the Ela Bridge and track site fixed up. We could, I think we are actually installing the diesel stand, and based on the comments from everyone that I've been getting, it seems like everyone wants me to go to Alarka and not Silva, so we'll probably do that for the foreseeable future here. So, looking at everything here, I probably shouldn't have come to this exact spot. So we've got the diesel stand, we've got 2 stencil cars, and then a holofoil heating. So I probably should just get on the other side of this cut. The diesel stand car has to go here, so maybe what we'll do is we'll put that one off to the side to let that more or less just get taken care of once we move the passenger car out, which is now back up to 100%, so that's definitely good. But yeah, it's been a little bit since I last hopped on this save. I've been very busy in my personal life, but need to get back to some railroading. So that's what we're going to do here today. Now, number 1 is coming down from the logging, so we'll see it here hopefully in the next few moments. We kind of have to wait for it to come down. So we got the 2 Sentinel cars, East Superior Diesel, and Hallfield Oil. So, do I break it up here? I probably should break it up here. But let's go ahead, slow down for the couple. Clutch. Alright. Go ahead, put a little bit of that onto there. We're going to go ahead and get that moved. I'm going to take this fusee out because I want it to go right into that stall when it gets here. It's being AI'd down the hill. And it's getting here, slowly but surely. Alright, so we're going to set this boxcar out. Yeah, we're just going to switch it in. I have changed my mind on the fly. You can deal with it. Meanwhile, over here, our first couple of log cars are now getting unloaded, which is excellent. So we're starting to fill up the sawmill, which will hopefully get us some cars. And we've got that one car there. So I guess what's going to make the most sense is we're going to go ahead, pull up. Probably just couple the diesel stand car onto here, shove that over, then back it in. And that'll probably be the most efficient way to use our time. But yeah, we'll go ahead, get that all sorted out. Now, did they update the lighting a little bit in game? Either it's just me, or it looks like they did a little bit of lighting updates, because I don't remember this light exactly being here. It's definitely appreciated, though, which is excellent, because it is nice when running at night to have a couple of these just scattered throughout. And I know it's only 3 in the morning in game right now, almost 3 in the morning, but it is nice to, looks to be a little bit brighter. Or maybe that's just my settings. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing it. Maybe I am. maybe I'm not. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. We'll couple up, move the coach over. Honestly, the coach could probably just move out into the yard, because at this point, it's fully restored and ready to roll. There comes our other engine here. And let's slow down just a hair. Yeah, it's going to be a good speed for the couple. All right, you're tied in. Put the brakes on. All right, let's make this easy for ourselves. We're going to move this car over to track 4. So let's go ahead and make sure that that's set. Now, financially, we did spend some money last time, and we bought a couple of the skeleton flat cars. We currently have $597. We do need a few more of those skeleton flats, but we don't have the money to afford them. We may after we deliver some of these cars that are here at the interchange. So hopefully we'll be able to get that all sorted out and maximize what we're doing here at the sawmill, because the sawmill is great early game money, and I definitely want to maximize everything. I'm not saying that this railroad is a min-max strategy, but it certainly won't hurt. Okay. Let's go ahead. And you know what? Let's live dangerously. We're drifting. You are now rolling on your own. Godspeed, coach car. And we'll come back to you once you've hit your spot that you need to be spotted for. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get the switch here. Now, one thing I do know that's really nice is now the couplers are not necessarily a hitbox, so you can actually throw the switches a lot closer, which is excellent for a lot of different uses. Now the question is, are we going to do the same thing with this car? Yes. Okay, well, let's see. That coach is pretty much where we want it to be. Let's make sure that it's just out of the way here. And it is. And it's on the straight track. Go ahead, turn the handbrake on. Perfect, that's there. And this one's still got a little bit of momentum. And the diesel spot should be right back here, if I remember correctly. Perfect spottage. All right. Let's move our regular train with number 2 here just out of the way. And we'll couple back up to our ELA-bound cars. Meanwhile, let's make sure that the brakes are set. The switch is set. Switches are now set. And that'll allow us to get our other locomotive, number 1 here, into its berth for it to get fixed up, because we'll just mainly use that one for passenger service once we get it done here. So that'll go. Alrighty. And we've got a fusee down, so hopefully it'll actually go and stop at that point. I've been having an issue where sometimes fusees seem to be a suggestion more than actually where it'll be. For the most part, it hasn't happened on this save, mainly on the Suffern Southern, but, you know, every locomotive does it a little bit differently. All right, so number 1's going in. I need to pay attention to where this cut of cars is. We got 1 heating oil car, 2 stencil manufacturing. Let's go ahead and put a little bit of... Oh, we need more brake. Oh, what could have been a bad couple is now a great couple. Go ahead, charge up the air, and while we do that, all right, that is spotted for East Whittier. That is also spotted for East Whittier repair. And go ahead and make sure that that 10-wheeler is now at 0 and 0. So we are good. So let's get number 2 on the move. And hopefully now, if we look correctly, if we're here at the East Whittier Engine Service, we've got 10 people here. They should get it done in 3 hours, which is perfect. Meanwhile, our night freight is on its way. So we got the Stenzel cars. We've also got the next cut of ELA cars and our first car for the ELA house track. Wow, they did an interesting job spotting these cars. Now, at some point, too, when we have more money, we do need to get more of the cabooses. And I think we'll try to get the charter cabooses. That way we can use it for passenger service or freight. Or both. Why not? We can do what we want. It's our own railroad. So with that said, let's get number 2 really rolling here. It's got 853 tons behind it, which is a fairly heavy train. Considering that this locomotive is what? Only it's the small 10-wheeler, so it only has 21. No, that's a 10-wheeler. I'm looking at the wrong thing. 23.8 attractive effort. So let's get rolling then. Hopefully we can just really min-max this railroad and make us all the money. Alrighty. Everything looks good at the sawmill. The sawmill's currently at, just for our own sake here, Tier 1. Needs 8 cars a day. We currently have 6.5 logs, which is 30% in storage. We definitely want to try and raise that, though. So we'll see if we can do that. Also, it doesn't seem like we're going fast enough. I realize this train's heavy, and maybe it's just because it's the early game. But I definitely miss having stronger locomotives. But we'll have to do that once we have more money. And I'm going to really avoid debt on this save. Because I know all of you, like with Suffering Southern, like, look at the debt. Ha ha ha. Isn't it funny? Blue Ridge and Western, different story. We will try to maximize the puppy. Try to use as little debt as possible for our good expansions here. But we'll see. So we have 3 cars to drop off here, so let's go ahead and cut back on the reg. We do need to pop in and go over here. So we do need to start slowing down a bit. Need to slow down more. I'm running out of room. Don't make me dump the... well... This'll work. It's not optimal, but it'll work. Okay, so we're gonna leave the end of our train there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just haul ass trying to get this train moving. Oh. Probably not fast enough for that car. But we'll at least get it, hopefully, through the switch. Because it's definitely slowing down. can use this opportunity then to get that set. Maybe it'll get there. Is it a bit of a downhill? Yeah, it's a downhill. I think we'll be safe. Nothing like night switching to piss off the locals down here. So keep that moving. Yeah, we'll be fine. We'll get the hollow field oil perfectly fine. All right, that's there. So we made our first delivery, $65 dues. And we now have our 2 stencil cars. And we should tie this down. Alrighty. Now the question is, we've got mainly Ela Bridge site cars. We do have 1 house track car here. And I'm thinking it might be easiest for us, once we get to Ela, to then just run around everything, obviously shove stuff in. There's going to be the call. So we'll try to make that happen here. Okay. Cross the road. Back onto our train, but not too fast, please. For the love of God. Alrighty. Come on, you. Go ahead and reset the switches behind us here. As we make our way out of the yards, we've made our first deliveries officially to Whittier. Fantastic. Now, just out of curiosity, how are we doing up on the mountain? It's going to take us a bit to get out of here with that light of an engine. So we have cars that are ready to go to the sawmill almost. Yeah, no, they're already at L1. If we fly up the mountain a little bit more, up here at L3, we have room for probably 1 more car at L3. Maybe 2, probably 1. And then down at L1, I think we have room for 2 more cars? 1 more car? Probably, I think 2 more. But that'll be when we have the money, we can do that sort of thing. Meanwhile, let's go ahead, get our cut lever back a little bit further. Try to maximize the steam that we do have. And don't worry, we will be getting out of night mode definitely by the next episode here. We just need to make sure that that we actually get what we have done. Because, you know, yes, we could just, wait till morning, but where's the fun in that? We're a railroad. The railroads run night and day. We just want to maximize what we got. All right, so we're officially leaving Whittier. Perfect. And now we're good there. So let's just enjoy our ride. Now, does this engine have cab lights? Yes. Just have one over here. Maybe? No? Just the one? I guess it's just the one. Maybe I'm blind. But at least then, here we go. We can actually see a little bit more of what we're doing here. As of the day of recording this, I actually have just wrapped up 3 days of musical recording with my orchestra, which was a very tiring project. Did about 19 or 20 hours of music recorded over the past few days that we get to then whittle down to about an hour and a quarter. So if I yawn at any point in this, it's not that I'm bored making it, it's because my body is literally telling me what the hell are you doing. So, you know, it's just one of those things. But recordings went well. The final product's gonna be great. I may share some of that stuff here on the channel, especially for the members. A little preview of what's to come. But you know, that'll be fun to show off. We also had a number of donors who helped make the recording possible, so we'll see about that. But one thing I will say, when you don't do a lot of exercising and you suddenly then exercise for like 20 hours, your body feels it a bit. And so my body is like screaming at me right now. My brain is screaming at me right now. But, you know, we're alive, we're doing our thing, and, you know, it was what it was. So, alright, we're almost into Ela. Okay. So we're almost there. So I think the plan should be, when we get into Ela proper, we'll pull into the passing siding, probably pull back the train, drop off the extra car that's here in the front, the Ela house car, shove the bridge site cars up, then do all the switching, and then probably just run light back to Whittier here. So go ahead and start slowing down a bit. And here at Ela, 11 active freight bills. I guess that's us. So we'll go ahead and start slowing down. 10-pound set or so on. Those two are the farm supply. You know what? We're going to do some fun while we're here. We're going to change up the strategy yet again. Why? Because I can. And maybe some of you will start yelling at me for doing a lot of fly switching, but you know. Why not throw cars around on our road? It's our road, we do what we want. Alright, let's back this puppy up. It's amazing how much weight we dropped, 707 tons. So we guess the 3 cars there were roughly 50 tons a pop? Something like that. Okay, so we'll go ahead. Back her up. Oh, stop flinging the switch like you did, idiot. Okay. And here we go. Just getting that all set more or less here. Okay. Oh, wait, I need to pay attention. How deep are we going in this siding? Oh! Glad I caught that. Glad I caught that. Okay. See how fast we can get going. Because if I go more about 5 or so... Oh, nope. Shoot. It's not going to work with this long of a train. Well, you know what? We'll leave you here. We'll deal with you later. I thought that we might be able to do it, and I guess with the light engine that we have, the train that we have, it's not going to be quite conducive. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and bring the train to a stop. Cut off the engine and that first boxcar. We'll run around, go ahead and shove up the bridge site cars, and then we'll start fly switching back here with just the engine and those cars, and that should theoretically do it. So let's hop back in here. Don't want to go too fast, but we're just kind of gliding down here. I do need to flick that switch. Excellent. So our path's been set. So we'll go ahead, take care of that. And we are proceeding down the main. Fantastical. Reset that switch behind us. Alright, I have no vision on that crossing. Where is that crossing? There it is. I mean, it doesn't matter, we're already fouling it. Drift across the switch. Oh, we went way past the switch. Alrighty. Now we'll go ahead and couple up. Make sure we do a good couple. And time is flying now. I love that in the other game we can at least just do a 2-for-1 and it makes everything so much easier. With it being 1-to-1 on the Suffer and Southern, it's like, okay, you're actually putting in a day's work. Congratulations, you're an adult. Alright, let's go ahead and slow down for the couple. A little harder than I wanted, but oh well. Alright. With that here, let's go ahead, push it up to the site from where we are. Oh. Wheel slip, please. And That's set for our return, so we can take care of switching those out. Alright. Still got a bit to clear the switch. Got those cars we gotta take care of. Do we have another interchange shenanigan? 1 or 6 in the morning? We do. Okay. Interesting. So we'll see if anything is ready by that point. Everything we got's tier 1. So. Alright. Do the switch. And hopefully that'll get us around the bend here. Though this way we could probably just drift up to the site. And we haven't. Oh, we started to clear the cars here. Go ahead and put a 10-pound set on. And how far do I got till the end of the switch or the track? Yeah, we should be fine if we just continue going at roughly the speed we're at. Go ahead and cruise just for a little bit. And that'll be fine. We're in the bracket here. Alright. Off we go. Tie down a handbrake, uncouple, get out of here. Alright. Time to get some more stuff switched out. Alrighty. And we're off. So it is now time for us to switch out Ela. Thank goodness. Well, hopefully this will allow our fortunes. Let's see, speaking of fortunes, how much have we gone up? 200 bucks? Just under? Not enough to justify a car. But we'll make it work here. We're now back. The switch is thrown. I'm going to do this part. Oh, that's not the train I'm on. That's a different thing. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so we have 3 cars we have to switch. Excuse me. And we'll go ahead and get those taken care of, and then probably just run back light to Whittier just to get the little bit of work done needed to on the car, and when it's light out, we'll then do some more things, probably in the next episode. All right, let's go ahead and start slowing down as we enter the yard tracks. That'll work much better. All right, where's the handbrake on you? All right, shove you back as far as we can go. Cold water's fine. Okay. All right. Brakes released. Let's go. Okay, those unhooked. Give me time to clear the switch, damn it. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this car. And they're both in, but I want to make sure they're over the crossing. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Same idea. Get up to like 10 miles an hour and then go. Okay. Well, that was easier than I thought. Go ahead and bring the engine to a halt. We'll go ahead and make sure that car has a little bit of a crossing help there. And that's now in the house track. Let's get it to the loading dock. That'll help the guys here. There it is. Perfect. Alrighty, all that's delivered. So we'll go ahead and just run this back then. Okay. Yeah, that'll go ahead and get us well set. So let's go ahead. We're going to set you just to go for a bit. You know what you'll do. Meanwhile, let's go check on our other locomotive and just see what else is going on. When you have such a short railroad, it's kind of easy, which I certainly appreciate. But let's just make sure we're on the right thing. So that's set for the main. We'll take out the fusee here. Just let it keep rolling. We have okay, that's there. It's going to take forever to data unload. That's going, doing what it needs to do. That's set correctly for the Y. And looks like our logging cars are slowly but surely getting set up, which is excellent. So that means that we will go ahead and set that there and that there and put a fusee there, which means that number 2, when it gets here, to just go right on in and get part. How is that? 84. Damn, that's good. And 94. So yeah, our number 1 is almost back to where it needs to be. Speaking of quality, I know I updated these. Take a look. 83, 99, 100, 100. So I probably could if I really wanted to. Depends how tricky I want to be. Like, I like having equipment at 100%, but obviously it's logging stuff. You don't need it. It's not going to affect the amount of money, I don't believe. How are you doing over here, though? Okay, you're only filled with 10, roughly 10 tons of dimensional lumber. And right now we do have, let's see, 12 logs, 12 and a half logs in there. We really do need to get to a higher tier, though. So hopefully that'll happen sooner rather than later. But since we're just sending this back here to get fixed, I think we're going to go ahead and call the episode here. So thankfully, oh, no, I need that there. Number one is getting fixed up pretty quickly. We've got our stuff delivered. We got a passenger coach waiting. The sun appears to be rising from a direction-ish. At least it's starting to get a little brighter. So that'll help us here. Next time, we'll really kind of get going on day 2, see what happens with more deliveries, see what the interchange brings us here in just under or over 2 hours. And yeah, we'll we'll just do that, shall we? But otherwise, we'll see you next time here on the Blue Ridge and Western with Angry Ragtimer, and we'll see what shenanigans we get up to. See ya.